Hey guys, Ronald here. Today we're going to replace this dead coil with a 12 volt DC motor. Okay, this is the 12 volt DC motor that we are going to place into this old fan. We are still going to make it sure that the swivel function is still gonna work. Okay, first we have to remove this C-clip. I hope you can see that. Okay, I have removed it because you cannot push it in here. It's going to block the entry of this motor. And then we have first we have to put this original holder of the copper wires of the windings, because I already bent these power connectors, bent it outside, so it's easier for me to connect the power later on. And I also want it to be diagonally placed so that it's easier to connect the power, because if you put it like this, it would be covered and it becomes hard to connect the power. So placing it on a diagonal position makes it easier for us to connect the power later. One here and one underneath. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. By the way, this DC motor consumes only 15 watts of power compared to the 40 watt power consumption of the 220 volt electric fan. As you can see, if you tighten it, it is shaking. There is a gap between the motor and the housing. So what I did is that I improvised a gasket about maybe 7 millimeter, maybe 7 millimeter. I just got this gasket from here. I cut it, then I sand it using this sandpaper to get the right measurement that I need. So this is going to be positioned in this, in front of the motor. The purpose of this is to make it stable when we install it. Let's keep it in a diagonal position. Okay, this is going to save you lots of money on electricity bills, because it only consumes 15 watt of power. You just have to center it. Okay, let's try to screw it. Please take your time if you're going to do it. Don't lock it immediately, so that we can have some space for adjustments. Because we need to center the shafting of the fan. Let's move it a little bit. Now let's tighten it once more. Okay, it's still centered. Okay, still centered and positioned diagonally. Okay, let's finish screwing it. If your motor is already dead, you have actually 3 options. You have the option to have it rewinded. You have the option to buy a new 220 volt motor. Or you have this third option, which is to buy a new 12 volt DC motor and replace it, which is cheaper in the long run. That's it. If it is still centered, okay. Still centered. What I like about this motor is that the shafting at the back is just long for this brand of electric fan. Long enough to engage the gears of the swivel gearbox. Okay, let me show you that. You have to make sure that the gears of this gearbox and the gear of this motor is engaging to make sure that it is going to swing left and right later on. Okay, can you see that? If I am going to turn this on a clockwise, if I'm going to turn this on a clockwise motion, the gear is also turning, meaning it is properly engaging. Okay, so let's put it back. Okay, as you can see, it's now stable. It's no longer moving. Now let's put this back. Okay. By the way, this is going to be controlled by this switch. This would no longer be working anymore because this would be controlled by this switch. And if you can see, there is the wording motor. The positive of the motor is going to connect in here, this one. The negative side of the motor is going to connect in here. Well, on this one, the 12-volt power is going to be connected in here. Here on the rightmost side is the negative connection, and beside it is the positive connection. Okay, so we are going to put here this negative connection for the motor goes here in this one. I hope you can see it. Okay, the negative side goes there. I hope you can follow along. Let's tighten it. Then the positive connection of the motor, which is this one, the red, goes on the second slot. Let's open it a little more. Okay, let's tighten it. Okay, I have this connector for my car battery. Okay, this one is the positive side. Just don't bother with the colored green wire. Okay, this the positive side, as you can see, goes in here. Let's tighten it. And the negative side, which is the black, goes into that part. See, V negative. Let's open it a little bit. Connect it. Tighten it. Okay, I made a marking. This is the positive and underneath is the negative side. Okay, so that's how you connect it. This one goes to the negative side of the car battery. This one goes into the positive side. Let me put the clip first in here. This one, the locking clip, so that the blade won't go forward or won't go backwards. Okay, I will also be putting a washer or a stopper to make the blade snug tight. Okay, now I will connect the clamp for the battery. And connect it, the red to the positive and the black to the negative. Okay, then let's turn it on. If you can see the switch, I'm going to turn it on. Okay, if you want it, see the swivel, it's still working. Okay, still turning left and right. Okay, I'm just turn it off. This is not yet permanent. This is just for demonstration purposes only. Okay, I'm going to make it in steady mode. Then turn it on again. Now if you want it to be faster, you can turn it clockwise for stronger air. Okay, so that's how you install a 12 volt electric fan DC motor. Now I will also use, if I'm going to use it at home, I will be buying, or you will be buying, a power adapter that is 12 volt with 5 ampere. Okay, I open this up. I didn't show it to you, it's very basic. Open this up, remove this switch and cut the lines. I still want to use this wire, so I didn't remove it. I will assign this wire as the positive and this gray wire as the negative. We won't be needing these two, so we'll just cut it. These are the wire for the control switch, and also this one, we won't be needing them. I'm gonna cut it. Okay, I will assign this, or connect this to the positive of the motor here. I hope you can see the red dot that I put, so I remember that that's the positive one. Okay, by the way, I will bore a hole in here, in this one, because this is where I'm going to put the switch. Let's put this to the positive. Sorry, it's too tight for the camera to show it to you. I just connected the negative there. Okay, I'm going to connect the motor wires into the switch. I hope you can see the positive of the motor goes here. Let's tighten it. The negative of the motor goes to this part. Let's tighten it too. Okay, we have connected the motor to the switch. Now let's connect the power wires. The positive or the red goes here. Let's tighten it. And the negative goes on this last available slot. Let's tighten it again. You won't get confused as there are very clear markings on the board, on the back of the board. Now let's put this switch to that one that I bore earlier. Let's lock it in place. There is a lock nut. Just tighten it. Now let's connect these two power wires to this female socket adapter. This one, you won't go wrong with this because there is a positive sign and the negative sign. Okay, this red, the positive, goes into the right side. Okay, let's tighten it. And this negative wire, which is the black, goes to the other side. This is where our 12-volt power adapter is going to connect. Okay, this and it's going to connect in here. Okay, this power adapter is an auto volt one, can accept 100 to 240 volt of AC power with 50 and 60 hertz, and it would use out 12 volts with 5 amperes of power. Okay, to show it to you, I will put it, I will plug it. I will plug this adapter, power it on, then let's power this fan. Let's power up this fan. Okay, it's now running on 12-volt DC motor. The swivel is working. The air is very strong. Okay, let's just finish the installation. I bored a hole in here. I didn't show it to you. This is where I want this female socket adapter to protrude. There is no locking mechanism, so I will be putting some epoxy. But basically this is how it would look like. Okay, the epoxy has dried up. We'll now install it. Please make sure that the installation that we are going to do is not going to touch the side wires or those wires behind or beside it. Okay, let's put it back. I put the screws inside so that it's easier to just twist and tighten it. So that we won't eat so much time. Just tightening this one. Okay, let's connect this. Then plug this power. Turn it on. Then let's turn on this fan. I already put the grills, the cover, and the blades. Let's turn it on. Okay, you can see. Okay, that's how you convert an AC motor to a DC motor. Okay, I hope you like the video and hope to see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.